catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter taking a shot deep. Open target. Got it. Her third. From left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch him. He's going to step. He's going to go for the... It fell from the sky into air ice.
Tonight, the Pit playoffs will get underway, and the first matchup is a good one between two Big 12 foes as the Missouri Tigers face off against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Hello and welcome everyone watching live on YouTube. I'm Jeff Melnishin, and joining me is they got the number one play-by-play and analyst duo, Matt Hatchell. Matt, as these two teams haven't what do you think the keys are to the big
Jeff, I think this game is very simply going to come down to which version of Harrison Murray do we get tonight from the Sooners? Do we get the Harrison Murray who has thrown for 6 touchdowns in games plenty of times before, or do we get the Harrison Murray who has thrown for 4+ interceptions in multiple games? That's going to be the determining factor.
Jalakovic will start with the ball first and hand this one off to Axel Riggs, breaking off with 2 tackles and finds 5 yards.
And for Missouri, that's the guy I need to get going and get going early. Big 22, you got to get Riggs going fast to help Jalakovic in this receiving corps get open.
140 carries, 736 yards on the season for Riggs. Jalakovic all day to survey the field, taking a shot deep, double coverage, and it's almost intercepted by Podolski, but it's going to be deflected.
Yeah, great job by Oklahoma State reading that play off the bat. Jalakovic, that's just one of those plays where I think maybe you run it a little bit or at the very least throw it away. Very clearly, nothing was there.
2-by-2 set, 3rd and 5. Throwing it to the near side. That'll be caught by Terry Williams II, picking up 6 yards.
Great job by Williams II, able to keep the feet in bounds as he's falling out, but that's enough for Mizzou to pick up the first.
All the hard work paying off for Houston Freeman with the PX1 Invitational on the field as well. Damian Butler picking up 10 yards, but it's not going to be enough to move the chains yet.
Yeah, and how about the season for Butler, Jeff? I mean, getting nominated for multiple awards, All-American nods as well, possibly. This is a guy who has really shown out in his senior year.
He has 11 touchdowns on the season, reception-wise, 53 receptions, 983 receiving yards. Could get to 1,000 after today's game. That will be caught. Luke Pinson picks up 13.
Yeah, great job by Pinson, able to keep the toes in bounds. That's all you need for that type of play. You're trusting your receiver. Just keep one foot in and we'll keep the ball moving.
Appreciate all 20 currently watching on YouTube. Hopefully the number grows a little bit. Get to around 50 as Riggs going to carry it for a gain of 7 on the play.
Yeah, and that's what I think Missouri needs to keep doing. I mean, Oklahoma State, they have a very good defense, Jeff, but run defense hasn't really been their specialty, allowing just about 95 yards per game. So if Riggs can get going quickly, especially, that spells detriment for Oklahoma State.
Ball fake as Jalakovic will throw that across the middle, finds Butler with a gain of 14. And inside the red zone go the Tigers on their opening drive of the game. But weather-wise, 78 degrees, a light breeze, partly cloudy, so can't blame the weather here tonight, Hatchell.
No, not really. This is one where it's simply going to be the play on the field, Jeff.
Tight end coming in motion. They're going to give this one to Riggs, trying to get him to the left side. And that will be a loss of 1 on the play as the defense coming up, and Matt Jones in particular with the first tackle for loss.
Yeah, great job by Jones, not allowing that run to go anywhere there. That's going to be big. You know, able to get back there. Let's see if they can do it again.
Vinny Trill saying, I think a team from the Big 12 wins this one. Well, he's not really taking a deep shot there. Pointing out the obvious, almost picked off by Jayson Jenkins, and probably should have, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's one. If I'm Jenkins, I got to find a way to come down with. Jump the route there, son. I think he played a little too conservative there. Jeff just kind of went for the tackle instead.
Trips to the top of the formation. Jalakovic, pressure, gets sacked on the play for a loss of 6 on the play. Kyle Tolbert with his first sack of the game.
Yeah, the big freshman coming up there with the sack, and that's a great job by Oklahoma State. You know, they gave up a lot of yards early in that drive, Jeff, but were able to slow it down and hold Missouri here to a field goal. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, got into the red zone with a Damian Butler reception of 14. But we'll see Ben Loki come on to attempt the field goal. Snap is down, kick is on the way, and it doinks off the upright. No good.
And that's just heartbreaking right there. As again, Jeff, you mentioned it, very light breeze, by no means enough to cause a ball to sway. And that right there is just an unfortunate start there for Missouri.
And Missouri can't take advantage of their first offensive drive of the game. 1st and 10, handoff, and that will be no gain on the play by Jordan Hammer.
Yeah, and Jeff, the reason I said Harrison Murray's play tonight is going to be a difference. Missouri, not a team known for takeaways or getting pressure, only coming in with 22 sacks to the team, 12 takeaways, both in about the bottom 5 of the CFSL this season.
One receiver to each side as Brayden Allen comes in motion, will set up on the right side of the formation as they try to get Hammer, breaks off of a tackle in the backfield, gets to around the 25-yard line. That will be a gain of 2.
Yeah, but Missouri not allowing Hammer to get anything going there. I like the decision from Oklahoma State, kind of pulling a Mizzou, get the run game going, free up the passing lanes, but not able to get anything going early.
They gave an extra yard as well. 3rd and 7. Now pressure in the face, and Murray gets rid of it before the sack comes, and it could have been picked off the deflection, but it falls incomplete as the no field goal does not come back and hurt Missouri as they go make Oklahoma State go 3 and out.
Yeah, I said Missouri not known for getting pressure back, but that doesn't mean they can't. That's a great answer there from the Tigers on that defensive drive.
As a good return by Axel Riggs, picks up 15 yards, and he's on the ballot for a couple of awards as well.
Yeah, I think Riggs really gone underrated this season. When you have running backs like Sammons and Fountain in the CFSL, Riggs has been a really good, quiet year.
Tight end coming in motion, but it's going to be thrown across the middle of the field. Finds Butler once again, picking up 21. So far, it's been the Damian Butler show.
Yeah, and that's something to keep in mind. I mean, Butler possibly playing his final game here for the Tigers, the senior, not wanting to go out early. I expect a big game from him, Jeff. I mean, last week, 10 receptions for 100 yards even. He has really been showing out.
1st and 10, a yard away from the red zone. 2 receivers to the top, but they're going to motion into the backfield, set up the triple option. Chalkovich not able to get the pitch away, and probably a good idea as he was looking to pitch that one to Damian Butler, but Anthony Ellis with the tackle for loss.
Yeah, good job by Ellis getting the tackle for loss, and I don't know what Mizzou's thinking there. Maybe trying to catch Oklahoma State sleeping a little bit. The issue with that type of play, Jeff, is really like to run that with 2 halfbacks, but unfortunately Missouri doesn't really have that chance. So I think you got to stay away from that play call.
Chalkovich, quick throw, slant, tight window, finds Taylor Gore with a gain of 8.
Yeah, and the freshman has been big since joining in week 3. 42 receptions, 441 yards coming into this game, Jeff. And again, that's after missing the first 2 weeks of the season.
Trips to the top of the formation now is Missouri back inside the red zone. Chalkovich will throw that to the far side. Caught, breaking tackles, touchdown! Terry Williams II gets into the end zone.
And that's a great way to answer for Missouri. That's a beautiful play call there. I think really what happened was Williams II finds the open lane there, right there on the out route, has plenty of space, thought he might have just run out of bounds, but he gets a good block there from Taylor Gore, it looks like, is able to use that as advantage to score, and the Tigers up 6.
Went after the 4-star junior Nate Craig on the inside to the outside on a nice out route, and that was caught by Terry Williams II, who took it into the end zone and broke off the tackle too. Williams is a big guy. He's a 6'5", so you're not going to bring him down with an arm tackle.
Yeah, that's not something you can do. You got to wrap up with that big man back there, otherwise he's going to make you pay like he just did.
Oh, nice pancake block out there as Reichel picking up 26 on the return. All right, so we've seen 1 touchdown drive from Missouri. What does Oklahoma State need to do in order to answer that?
Throw the ball. That's what got you here. You got to throw the ball.
And there's Murray throwing the rock, and that's going to be to the left side. Brigham Ray picking up 4.
And that's a good way to start. Nothing crazy, just a short little out route there, maybe to get Murray going, get Murray started here quickly.
2nd and 6 now after the reception of 4 yards. As Murray going to air this one out, and it's caught. The corner route working for Ray. This time has 23.
Yeah, great route there run by Brigham Ray, able to get out there to the outside. You know, that's just a great throw for Murray, though, as well. Tight window, but able to find his man. That's a good job by Oklahoma State.
1st and 10 And finally, Oklahoma State, for their second drive, gets inside opposing team territory to the Missouri 49. And Murray will pick up the first down, stretching forward for 10.
Yeah, Murray, not a guy known for running the ball, Jeff, but obviously every quarterback in this league can do that if needed. Great job by Murray there to pick up the first.
First and 10, just past the 40. Murray ball fake, will throw it on the run, but checking it down to Hammer, who picks up 7 as the safety blanket.
Yeah, and sometimes, Jeff, those little safety blankets work out great for you like we see there. There's a reason that most of the time they work, because the corners are backing up.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. So 3 receivers out wide, plus the tight end who's going to roll out right now. There he is, getting the pass. Brayton Allen picks up 6 and a first down.
Yeah, great job by Allen. Glad to see him getting started early. I mean, this tight end, Jeff, big part of this Oklahoma State offense. Happy to see him get his reception early.
Allen stayed in the block and then went out. As Murray's going to keep it on the option keeper to the right side, picks up 7 on the play and getting to the 20.
Yeah, and that's a play that just seems to be working against a lot of defenses, Jeff. Really doesn't seem a defense that can stop that read option when it gets going.
Now trips to the near side. They do have some room to get their routes ran, but it's going to be a draw play to Hammer. Gets inside the 15 after the gain of 7.
And I love the draw play idea there, Jeff, because if you're Missouri, you have to be protecting against the pass, so you're going to be backing up a little bit, and Oklahoma State very clearly sees this, so a perfect time for a draw.
2-by-2 set, and another draw play to Hammer. This time, didn't want to cut it up in the middle, kind of went towards the right side, and it's going to be a gain of 7 nonetheless.
Yeah, great job by Missouri. I saw Brian Barclay, the freshman middle linebacker back there, possibly tripped him up. I couldn't quite tell, but Missouri did a great job at attacking Hammer there.
They're going to run this one with Hammer and go at the goal line.
Yeah, Hammer not able to stretch it out there. Missouri not letting up, as I saw Anthony Meneses, the senior, coming up there. This is big for Missouri here, Jeff.
2-by-2 set. Hammer still in the backfield. They're going to give it to him into the end zone. And it was some passing on that drive, but ultimately it ended up with a Jordan Hammer run for 6. And pending the extra point, we're going to be all knotted up at 7.
Yeah, as Ben Norg, the big defensive tackle, tries to pull him down. But, I mean, Jeff, when you have to go just a couple inches, I think me and you could have probably punched that in.
Oh, definitely. I still got 1 play left in me, maybe 2, depending if they want me to go out for another one. But as Houston says, pistols firing, as it says it in the chat. So 7-7 is the score. 2:09 left to go in this first quarter. It's been very entertaining. Some defense, but most of it, it's been, oh, and there goes Riggs down the sideline, another broken tackle. And just like that, just like he was running the rock off of a handoff, takes it 62 yards.
I mean, Jeff, I believe me and you have seen him run one back already this season. Riggs almost doing it again there. That's why I'm saying get the big man going early. Get the big rig on the road.
Chalakovich will throw that one away. 2 receivers in the same vicinity.
I don't hate the idea there from Chalakovich, especially because that overthrow out of bounds. That's kind of that ideal play there, Jeff. If you don't see anything there, you just make it look like it's close enough so you don't get called for grounding.
Pistol rolling out as Chalakovich to his weak side, but does set his feet, but he's going to be sacked on the play. Looked like he wanted something to develop, but the defense comes up with the sack, and Forrester gets his first of the night.
Yeah, great job by Forrester, but a better job by the coverage as well. I mean, look at all that time Chalakovich has and doesn't throw it. What that means, Jeff, nobody open downfield, and the defensive line for Oklahoma State makes him pay. As you said, Forrester with the sack.
I can only wonder what Chalakovich was waiting for on that one. 2-by-2 set here at 3rd and 19. Halfback screen to Riggs. And not like the kick return he had just 3 plays ago. And that will be a 3 and out after what could have been and should have been maybe some points on that drive.
Yeah, I really, if I'm Missouri, what I changed in that drive, Jeff, is I go back to the first play and I hand it off to Riggs. He just put off a big run, and he's not a guy known for getting all that tired early in games. I got to hand it off to him and say, hey, can you get us a couple more yards here on first down? But now you can't think about that. You got to go out and play defense if you're Mizzou.
Yeah, it's funny that Missouri looking to throw the ball more than run it, whereas Oklahoma State, they've been running the ball pretty successfully here instead of throwing it. And there goes Murray taking off, and he's got room to run inside Missouri territory for the second straight drive.
Yeah, and at first I was a little shocked because it looked to me like Murray kind of pulled that down a little quickly, but you know, he clearly was like, hey, I don't see anything there, but there's one thing I see, a whole patch of grass in the middle of the field, and that's just a great awareness there from the senior, possibly playing his last game for the Cowboys tonight, Jeff.
And Murray had room. He did not get touched until the tackle. Motioning Hammer out of the backfield to the left side. They're going to throw it to the flat. That is caught. And breaking tackles John Allstott coming in, playing some backup, halfback, picking up 7.
Yeah, great job there by Allstott, able to come in and break a tackle. Thought that might have had a chance to get intercepted, but Murray able to get the ball out quick enough.
2 receivers out, 1 to each side. Single back, gonna give it to Hammer. He's got the first down easily on that play before being wrestled down by Craig Jackson.
Yeah, good tackle there by Jackson. Stands up Hammer and pulls him down, but it didn't really matter once Hammer got that first.
Trips to the top of the formation. Ball on the right hash. 1st and 10. Murray connecting over the shoulder. J.F. Covington picking up 21. And now Oklahoma State's offense is in motion.
Yeah, Oklahoma State, this is what those run plays set up, Jeff. Now you look at Missouri, they're playing a little bit closer to that line. Now they're worried Harrison Murray might break off another big tackle. So that leaves just enough space in between the linebackers and the safeties for Covington to bring down that ball.
Trips to the near side, ball on the left hash. Hammer in the backfield to the right side, and he's gonna get the carry. He'll fall forward for a gain of 2.
Yeah, doing a great job there. Hammer just keeps moving the ball forward. That is what Oklahoma State just needs him to do. Just keep fighting to gain some yards.
Empty set, nobody in to block for Murray, but it's gonna have to wait a play. That's the end of the first quarter where we saw 14 points, 7 by each team, all knotted up after 2 touchdowns traded back and forth. And we'll be back with the second quarter after this. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. As Harrison Murray will come out in the pistol, going to motion Allstott, who will come back in to block, throwing it out of the backfield. The fullback picking up 9. That is Soto.
Yeah, great job there by Soto fighting forward. And Jeff, that right there, that's why you get those walk-ons. Huge pickup there by the fullback.
7 of 8 so far for Murray. Only 1 incompletion. 2 receivers to the near side. Allen going out as well, but it's going to be kept by Murray. He's got the edge for a touchdown.
Yeah, as really, it just looked like that entire drive, Jeff. The Missouri defense just, it's always a 50-50 shot. Do they run or pass? And every time Missouri just guessed wrong. You know, they looked a little lost out there, and Oklahoma State really made them pay for it, as that run game, utilizing that early, is really going to help them in the long run.
Explain that. What does that running game, when you're showing it this early for how good it is, and you're showing it to the defense, what does that do later in the game?
Because if I'm Missouri, Jeff, and I'm getting run over right now, I got to start sending pressure to Harrison Murray. But what does that do, especially on man coverage? That's going to leave somebody open. That's going to leave one less guy in the back there to protect against that dominant passing game. So if you're Missouri right now, you're basically saying, which way do you want to get beat? Because they haven't shown a good way at stopping either.
Man, Riggs couldn't get the 62 like he did on the last kick return. Does get 26, though, so what does Missouri need to do here to answer Oklahoma State?
I got to hand the ball off to Axel Riggs. You have to basically do what Oklahoma State is doing, Jeff. You have to answer their offense with that exact same time.
There goes Riggs, but he's going to be hit for a loss of 2 on the play. Allstott, he can't be stopped tonight. Already a tackle for a loss right there.
Yeah, Allstott just shoots off his blocker and gets a little assistance from his teammate as well. That's going to be Dante Scott also. So great job by Oklahoma State wrapping up Riggs early.
Christopher Smith in this chat saying that they want to get a turnover here. And they might with a 3 and out. Got one more play to go, but Tolbert with another tackle for loss.
Yeah, hands off to Hayes. Can't get anything going there. And now this is when, if you're Missouri, you have to go to that passing game. But again, originally you want that run game going early, so it's not as obvious, really.
Drifts to the near side, but the tight end stays to block. Chalakovic getting rid of it to the near side. What a catch for a first down. Taylor Gore getting 13 on the toe drag swag.
Yeah, Taylor Gore, I mean, I think the only person that might rival him for a mid-season addition might be Tomlin Clementine from West Virginia. That's an amazing job by Gore there.
Unbelievable. And that pretty much, that kept that drive alive as Butler picks up 5. And if Missouri scores a touchdown, look at that catch as maybe the turning point.
Absolutely. Great job by Butler there as well, Jeff, fighting forward to keep the feet moving.
Hand off, and up the middle goes Carl Mills picking up 1. So everybody getting touches in the backfield for Missouri.
Yeah, again, that's the one thing I think that has really hurt Missouri. Just unfortunately, they don't have that second halfback after Riggs. So when Riggs goes out, you have to look towards that walk-on to come in.
Yeah, imagine if they had Dallas Gregory right now. Riggs getting the halfback screen, picking up 4 on the play, but it's going to be inches shy of the first down.
I think you have to go for it. If you're Mizzou. Oh, it's 4th and inches. This is what you have Axel Riggs for. This is what he's made for. I don't agree with this.
As they're going to punt this one away, so the big catch by Core turns into all for naught. As after that, they went 3 and out. Braden Allen with a gain of 14 on the return, but Oklahoma State backed up in their own side of the territory now.
Yeah, but if I'm Missouri, Jeff, the key thing, I got to start sending pressure. Harrison Murray's had way too much time in the backfield tonight.
1st and 10, they're going to give this to Hammer up the middle. This time held to a gain of 1, so I'd check that off as a win for Mizzou.
Absolutely, because they also did send that pressure. Sending that pressure also means you have more bodies back there if they do decide to hand it off. That's what you need to do if you're Missouri.
Doma, Anthony Richardson in chat saying, come on, D, do something. Braden Allen will motion out, making it 2-by-2 to each side of Murray. Looking across the middle, finds Hammer, breaks off of the tackle, but there is 12 and a first down.
Yeah, Oklahoma State really taking advantage of something that seems to be a little weak in Mizzou's defense, Jeff, and that's that middle of the field. They're running a lot of zone, but they're having their safeties play back a lot, so that's leaving that middle of the field wide open.
Trips to the top of the formation for Murray, who gives a ball fake to Hammer and connects. Has another first down. Brigham Ray is now torching the middle of the field for Oklahoma State.
Yeah, it's a great tackle by Craig Jackson out there in the open field, but unfortunately after a big pickup by Ray, again, Oklahoma State really just seemed to have full domination over this Missouri defense.
1st and 10, back-to-back first down receptions, one by Hammer for 12. And right there, Ray picking up a first down. And now they're going to get another 3 straight first downs. This time, Brandon Reichel picking up 13.
Yeah, they just cannot do any wrong, can Oklahoma State. They are just really working their offense at will.
Allen, the motion as well. They're going to try the halfback screen. Why not? Is it another? No, it's not going to be 4 straight first downs. It will bring up a 2nd and 1, though, after a gain of 9.
Yeah, massive pickup there. Not able to pick up the first, but still a big pickup as, again, just kind of running their offense as they see fit.
Remember, Oklahoma State with 3 and out on their opening drive. Quick throw. Oh, but that's an incomplete pass. Only the 2nd for Murray. So his rating is still perfect.
Yeah, as Les McAdoo able to swat that ball down, the big lineman.
Hand off to Allstott, and he will get the first down. They will give it to him. That was the close play, but it's going to be a first down, and the chains will move once again.
Yeah, Allstott just gets the ball over the line, but we're going by forward progress here, which means he had just picked it up.
Motioning Allen. They're going to quick throw. Almost intercepted by Tipton. One that he probably should come down with as the veteran cornerback.
I mean, Tipton, 3 interceptions last week, 5 on the season. If there's anybody on this defense you expect to bring it down, that's the guy right there.
Pump fake for Murray. Going to take a shot to the end zone. Knocked away. Anthony Meneses with the deflection.
Yeah, Meneses not getting fooled there. The senior, great swat down there. And now Oklahoma State might stall out again, Jeff.
They are perfect in the red zone for scoring-wise. Across the middle, finds Ray. This time held to 7. Going to be 4th and 3, and we might see the field goal unit come on, and we will.
I mean, I still consider that a win for Missouri, but their defense is able to hold them there, but you can't keep relying on that if your offense can't go and put points on the board.
Yep, they got to be able to score, and we haven't seen them score since the opening drive of the game, as this will be their fourth drive, or their fifth time with I believe it might be the fifth, and we'll see Riggs. He's going to take it out from the goal line, and he is breaking tackles. Who needs the offense when you got special teams? Look at the convoy. Touchdown, Mizzou.
I told you, give the ball to the big Rick, Jeff, and good things happen. Rick says if my coach isn't going to hand me the ball, I'll do it on kickoffs. I don't care. That's a huge way to get back into the game for Mizzou.
And it wasn't, he had, I don't know, Hatchell, he had the left side. All he had to do was angle towards the sideline. He went for bodies, and he broke off 3 tackles.
He's mad.
And then he went by.
Axel Riggs is upset, Jeff. He wanted to run over Oklahoma State on that play. He sought out people.
Unbelievable. We saw a couple, not with you, but I saw Bobby Barrett's kick return against against Boise State. That one, I think, tops that return from Barrett, but just the way of the broken tackles, and it's going to be 2nd and 15. Now you get the special teams doing something, and now all of a sudden the defensive line is like, all right, it's our turn.
Yeah, on one side, you like that if you're Mizzou. Points, touchdowns, that's great. On the other side, though, your defense, who was able to hold at the end, but is probably very tired, has to come back out there. But if you're the defense, that has to fire you up. That has to say, okay, hold on. Now it's our turn. Let's go get an interception, pick 6, fumble.
Throwing it across the middle, pass is caught by Ray, picking up 11, and that is, outside of a first down, that is a very good second down play when you're backed up, 2nd and 15.
Yeah, that was a great play there. Murray able to thread the needle through the defense to find Ray.
Empty set, trips to the near side, 2 receivers to the top of the formation. As Murray's going to throw it deep, open, and 5 yards behind, and he is waving bye-bye. Touchdown, Oklahoma State, Chael Covington.
Covington just beats his man, Jeff, and when you have all that space, I've said it before, if you're the quarterback, you're one goal. Do not overthrow him. Beautiful throw there by Murray as Covington just simply slips behind everybody. You know Craig Jackson, you can chase him down all you want, young man, but you're not catching him. Looks behind him, sees nothing, and the Cowboys answer right back.
We got the quick strike ability on special teams by Mizzou, and we got the quick strike ability from the offense of Oklahoma State. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, I mean, shocker. I'm shocked, Jeff. I'm shocked.
As it's through the uprights and good. So back to a 10-point game when Beat It Down and Chad was thinking that Missouri was getting some momentum. Harrison Murray said, hold my beer. And it's not Riggs back there. They kicked it to Butler, and he will pick up 24 on the play. So maybe the kicking team going to try to kick it away from Riggs now.
Yeah, but if I'm Missouri, I'm like, okay. Riggs is still on offense. Just hand the ball off.
Ball fake to Riggs. Chalakovich, he's going to take off, but into the hands of the defender, and down he goes. Dante Scott with his first sack of the game.
Yeah, Chalakovich, I think he pulled that down too soon, Jeff. I mean, look at that. He waited only a couple of seconds. I mean, some of his receivers were just making cuts at that point. As impressive, though, he tried to go with Cease, the big tight end. Unfortunately, he ran right into the lineman, though.
Pistol once again, 2 receivers out, 1 to each side. Riggs in the backfield. They're not even going to try to give him the pass or the run. And they throw it to Butler, and he comes down with it, picking up 17. Who am I? I'm not even an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, it's a great throw there. Butler just wide open, middle of the field after a great little in route. And, I mean, if you're Missouri, you'll take that, Jeff. Your whole goal right now is to get yards. That's the one thing they've really struggled with. They just have not succeeded in getting yards on their drives. So if they can get the ball moving, I think it's going to be fine for them.
3-down defensive lineman. Going to bring some pressure with the linebackers. Chalakovich throws that one into the dirt and completes.
Yeah, and you know what? Chalakovich just gets rid of it there. A great defense there by Oklahoma State, not allowing anything to get open there. I like the decision.
2-by-2 set. 3 down once again for Oklahoma State, they're going to give it to Riggs. He goes up the middle, gets upended on the play, though. What a hit.
Yeah, Riggs able to take the shot, though, and that's what I'm wanting from Mizzou. Axel Riggs does not have to pull off the big touchdown runs or even the big 10-yard runs all the time. Just solid, consistent yardage to free up that pass game, as well as if we need to, hand it off on third down.
Matt Jones with the hit, 2-by-2 set, 3rd and 6. Chalakovich is going to air it out. Almost intercepted by Jones, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Jones had the big hit last play, the swatting it down that time, and just like that, Mizzou having to punt the ball right back to Oklahoma State, Jeff. That fatigue is going to start to set in on Mizzou's defense quicker than expected if they keep giving them 3 and outs.
I don't know. Oh, fumble on the play, and it's called on by Brayden Allen. Price is averting, and Matt Jones back there as well. Oh, boy. Man. Close.
Yeah, Allen, I think, just took his eye off the ball at the last second.
Trying to maybe impersonate Axel Riggs on the punt return. And a good tackle, saving a first down. Going to bring up 2nd and inches. Reichel with the reception, though.
Yeah, Reichel not able to stretch it for the first. Great job. I mean, look at that stat line for Harrison Murray already. 15 for 19, 227 already, Jeff. Still got 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
2nd and inches as Murray getting the shotgun snap. Pressure starting to collapse. He throws it just before the sack would have happened.
Yeah, and that's great defense, though, by Mizzou, but that's something they need to get back there quicker, Jeff. Murray still had plenty of time in the backfield. The secondary was just able to do their job and not allow a receiver to get open.
And a handoff to Hammer, and that's an easy 1 yard for a touchdown, for a first down.
Yeah, it's a great job. I mean, if you got 1 yard to go, just hand it off to Jordan Hammer and say, just fall forward.
Maybe getting a little too ahead of myself. I call it a touchdown prematurely. As Hammer trying to get to the outside, he does. The right side working, and just like that, 87 rushing yards for Oklahoma State in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma State, again, they are a team obviously known for the pass, but they are making that run game work great for them. And, Jeff, I'm telling you, that second half rolls around. If Missouri doesn't find a way to stop it, that is going to hurt them badly.
Gonna give it to Hammer. He's gonna go to the left side this time. Gets inside Mizzou territory. Picks up 3. First timeout taken by Oklahoma State with 1:52 to go.
Yeah, no, interesting call by Oklahoma State, Jeff. Remember, they do get the ball to start the second half.
Trips to the top of the formation, and that's going to be caught by Hammer, picking up 2 on the play.
Yeah, great job by Hammer, able to pick up 2, but a better job by Missouri here. Big 3rd down. Let's see if they can get that ball right back.
3rd and 5. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the top. And Allstott in the backfield, going to stay in to block. Murray going to take a shot deep to the end zone. Batted up in the air and incomplete as the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, almost intercepted there, but a great job by Missouri. They're able to not give up anything and force the punt. They're going to have a minute, just under a minute and a half, to see if they can drive down the field.
Richardson was asking in the chat, stop something, please, for the love of God. And he got answered. Normally, he's probably got better things to worry about, but here, he gave Missouri a stop.
Yeah, that's what they needed, but now it's up to the offense trying to make this about a 3-point game.
Chalakovich will throw it to Butler. Broken tackle, first down after a gain of 13.
That's a good start there by Butler, able to keep moving. But again, look at the clock, Jeff. Missouri, they don't start the second half with the ball, so I expect them to start using these timeouts here soon, or at least they should.
First and 10 after the Butler gain of 13. To the near side. Yeah, it is caught. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Luke Pinson.
Yeah, great job by Pinson. Keeps the toes down. Also gets out of bounds, so stops the clock without wasting a timeout. Smart decision there.
2nd and short. Halfback screen to Riggs, but that is red. Loss of 4 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 7. Mizzou has all 3 timeouts remaining, but choosing not to take any of them on this drive yet.
Yeah, interesting call there. I don't know why you don't use a timeout there.
2-by-2 set, 3rd and 7. Chalakovich floating it. Caught. Turns upfield for the first down. Pinson.
Yeah, and the freshman coming up big on this drive, Jeff. 2 huge catches there. Again, gets out of bounds, stops the clock. But now if you're Mizzou, Jeff, you're about to be under 30 seconds. This is when you got to use those timeouts.
First and 10, Chalkovich will throw that to the near side. Caught by Williams the second. That's his first catch. That's the touchdown.
Yeah, and a good call there on Missouri to use that timeout. But, Jeff, there's a guy who hasn't caught the ball yet. I'm waiting for Steve Cease to get into this game. Mizzou needs him right now.
Yeah, they do. The tight end. Second and 7, incomplete.
Yeah, Chalkovich, I mean, he hasn't looked bad this half, Jeff. He's just been very, very inconsistent. And on those plays where he has been on the bad side of inconsistent, he has looked shaken. He has looked uncomfortable.
Here we go, third and 7. Oh, what a catch between the two defenders. Taylor Gore picking up 25.
But when he's looked good, he's looked great, Jeff. That's a perfect example there. Beautiful throw there from Chalkovich.
Trips to the near side, one receiver to the top of formation. Pistol. Chalkovich across the middle, broken up by Jones.
Ooh, Matt Jones, the freshman, almost comes down with it. Almost his second interception of the game and second of the season. But a swat, you'll take that if you're Mizzou.
Second and 10. Across the middle. Pass is caught. Steve Cease picking up 15. There you go, Hatchell.
I was waiting for him, Jeff. 6'6", 275. That's a big target you got to find.
Here we go. First and 10 from inside the red zone. To the corner. Toe drag smack. Touchdown. Terry Williams the second with his second touchdown of the game.
And that's just a beautiful play there, Jeff. Because you have Gore on the outside, who's been probably the more consistent target this game. So you have the corner out there pulling on him. The safety is sliding over to the middle of the end zone because that's where most of the coverage is. So that allows Williams to just slip right behind him, run a nice little corner route to where there's nobody there and keeps the toes in. That is exactly what you wanted if you're Mizzou.
It's been the only people that have scored for Mizzou so far, Terry Williams the second and Axel Riggs on a kickoff return. And just like that, to a 3-point game, that was the best that Mizzou could have hoped for because with 9 seconds left, Oklahoma State only has 2 timeouts remaining. As Murray's going to keep it, if they let him pick up the first down, he probably has the arm to get it deep. But here we go, 1 timeout left for Oklahoma State with 4 seconds left.
Yeah, as it looks like they are going to line up in that Hail Mary formation here.
All right, let's see if he's got 80 yards in him. He throws it up. Oh, no, he was caught. Prayers answered. Touchdown, Reichel.
Well, Jeff, you don't need an 80-yard arm when 4 of your receivers beat the entire coverage. It looked like a giant orange just out there on the field. Missouri caught sleeping, and you can't do that with this offense.
As the extra point through the uprights and good, so it was a 3-point game. Now back to a 10-point game as the first half comes to a close. Wow, only 14 points were scored in the first quarter. And then a barrage of offensive touchdowns and special teams touchdowns in that second quarter as Oklahoma State's on top 31-21. And Hatchell, man, this has been the game that we anticipated coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm telling you, the big difference has been how Oklahoma State has gotten that run game going. Mizzou very clearly early on came out with a game plan, stop the pass. And they were able to do that successfully. But the issue is Jordan Hammer and Harrison Murray were able to just keep the ball in their pockets and run the ball all over them. And that's really coming back to bite this Missouri defense now, Jeff. They are tired. Again, notice on that Hail Mary there, 3 or 4 receivers from Oklahoma State beat every player in coverage. They are just starting to get worn down a lot earlier than I thought, and I think that's starting to come back. I mean, Oklahoma State with almost 100 rushing yards in the first half, Jeff. When was the last time you saw something like that? If you're Missouri, get Axel Riggs going, look for Damian Butler and Terry Williams II. You have the players and the play calling to get back in this game. You're not out of it. You're down 10. Your defense just has to come up with a couple big stops, and your offense has to be able to put points back on the board.
-7 rushing yards is big, especially since we know how good Axel Riggs is, and Chalkovich can run the football. I mean, just this season, I mean, it's nothing much, but 133 yards from a quarterback, I mean, that's positive yards that he's picking up, and -7's not going to work. But the time of possession is right there. It's just Missouri's defense needs to come up with some stops here. And getting a stop here in this first half of the drive for Oklahoma State would be picture perfect.
Yeah, if Missouri can come out and quick, not even a quick 3-and-out, Jeff. I think if they can just limit Oklahoma State to a 3-and-out, that's a big win for them.
Empty set. Blitz coming, but Murray will get rid of it. Finds Allen for 6.
Yeah, Mizzou decided to bring the blitzer. I believe that was Yar Martinez, the safety there, coming in on that blitz. Can't get back there quick enough, and Murray able to find his man.
2nd and 4 coming up. Allen will motion out, making it 2-by-2. Pump fake. Murray gonna throw that quickly, and it's caught. Brigham Ray picks up 7.
Yeah, good throw by Murray, facing down the pressure, finds Ray, 6 receptions, 70 yards, having himself a great game.
Appreciate everybody tuning in on YouTube. Willie Davis, Anthony Richardson, State, Chalakovich, one accord. As Murray's gonna keep it, he will pick up 9 on the play. 2nd and 1 coming up. Also, we got Beat It Down, Tolbert, EJ, Vinny, Seuss, Steinbach, Earp, Smith, Not Fozzie, Spencer Murray, Anthony Richardson, and Houston, the 80 for Oklahoma State. As 3rd and 1 coming up, as Murray will throw that one away.
Yeah, great job by Murray, throw it away. But here we go. This is it, Jeff. Can Mizzou get off the field quickly here with a 3-and-out?
Trips to the top of the formation, only need a yard. Murray's going to keep it. He's got the first down, and then some. Takes a shot at the end of that play, though, by Tipton.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're Oklahoma State, that's the perfect play, Jeff. I'm telling you, every team has struggled to stop that read option this season, so that is the ideal play there to call if you're Oklahoma State.
1st and 10, Murray is going to look to throw once again, going to throw it to the left side. That's going to be caught by Ray, who gets taken down, but he does pick up 5.
Yeah, that's a great job by Jake Tucker, the freshman there, able to just kind of stand him up and hold him there, bring him down, not allowing him to get any more yards.
Appreciate all 33 of you guys and girls watching tonight. First of 2 Pitt invitational games here tonight, and that will be Chael Covington picking up 14 on the right side, and he falls down in bounds.
Yeah, great catch there by Covington, though, already over 100 receiving yards.
He had that big touchdown play. Tipton could have had another pick, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's also going to be the story, Jeff, about really both teams, how many times their teams have had chances for turnovers and neither has been able to really capitalize or even succeed so far.
They're going to play it conservatively, give it to Hammer, but he's going to be stopped for a loss of 1 on the play. Nork with his first tackle for loss, only 2nd tackle of the game. Going to bring up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, Ben Nord, the big defensive tackle coming up massive there. And here we go. Missouri, again, they have the chance, Jeff. Can they stop them?
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Going to set up the halfback screen as Hammer has blocking out in front. Oh, but the tackle, good play. And that will be a gain of 9, but that is it. Needed 3 more extra yards for the first down, and we see the field goal unit come on.
Yeah, but that's fine if you're Oklahoma State, Jeff, because he gained enough yards to very comfortably put them in field goal range. That is still a W for Oklahoma State.
Houston wanting his offense to go for it, but they ended up taking the field goal. So 34-21 is the score. So a 2-score game regardless, and that's probably why they went for the field goal. I know it was a 10-point game, but now you get it where 2 touchdowns need to beat you.
Yes, Butler almost able to rip it there. I think if he doesn't get put in the spin cycle, he has the chance to go the distance. But regardless, this is big. Missouri has to come out and answer. Jeff, like you said, 2-point game down. Their defense looking a little lost.
They come out with 3 receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Ball fake for Chalakovich. Going to throw it back to the near side. Oh, but it's picked off. Reading it better than the receiver, undercutting the route. That's an interception. First turnover of the game. Anthony Ellis does it against his former team.
Does it against his former team and does it his senior year. Not going to review it. They're going to let it stand, and that is a massive play for Ellis in the defense.
Ball fake for Murray. He's going to air it out. Oh, but it's picked off. Over the shoulder grab, back-to-back turnovers. Anthony
Why not?
Meneses.
Well, Jeff, why not? Why not? They've gone big play for big play together. They've gone 3-and-out for 3-and-out together. Why not go interception for interception together, Jeff? I think these two teams are just linked in time at this point.
was a joke there about potentially just, you might as well just ask her out, you know, or ask him out. But we'll see at the end of the night what happens. It's 34-21. Chalakovic going to roll out, but he had to pull it back down, and he will pick up the first down and pick up 15.
Well, great awareness there by the quarterback. Jeff Leon scrambles one way, feels the pressure coming. That's Foster, who already has a sack today. Pulls it back, gets the big pickup there. Great job by Chalakovic.
No, Houston, you cannot go back to back to back. First and 10 coming up after the big play by Chalakovic. And that will actually get Mizzou some positive yards rushing the ball. They were at -7 at the half, but then that loss of 3 will not turn out as well as Joe Miller with his first tackle for loss.
Yeah, obviously not what you were looking for there if you're the offense. Great job by Miller and company to get back there.
I don't know why they give him just a tackle for loss and not a tackle, because you have to make the tackle to get a tackle for loss. I don't get it, as Riggs is going to pick up those 3 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10, back to where we started 2 plays ago.
Yeah, and Jeff, honestly, that's just a conversation we need to have with our stats guys. I really don't understand it 90% of the time. We really got to talk.
90% of the time. I don't understand it 100% of the time. As Riggs will be tackled down for a loss of 2 after the receiver screen. And so Riggs, as you take a look, 4 receptions, negative yards, average. Not the way you want to go, as it's going to be 4th and 12, and we'll see the punting unit come back on.
Yeah, as you know, it was a good start for Mizzou. Not able to keep it going though, and again, that's been their issue, Jeff. They have had trouble keeping drives going. They've been good when they get it deep in Oklahoma State territory, but it's getting there that's been the issue.
Appreciate all 36 currently watching on YouTube. Allen breaking a tackle and will be tackled at the 48-yard line. Remember, if you guys are not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss when we go live. Also, it helps the channel, and also smash that like button as well. We got 36. Why not have 36 likes for everybody that's in here? And that helps out the channel as well. So 5:15 to go in this 3rd quarter. Hatchell, what does Missouri need to do here defensively outside of a turnover?
Jeff, I really don't know, because they've just had trouble stopping both ends of the Oklahoma State offense today. I really don't know if there's anything they can truly do.
1st and 10, and Murray is going to break out of it, and he's got the first down and picks up 14.
I was going to say, if anything, maybe continue to get pressure on Murray, but they were able to do it there. It just gets picked up with a great block from Jordan Hammer. And so, I mean, like I said, I really don't know if there's anything Missouri can do right now.
They've gotten the turnover, so they can't say they haven't gotten a turnover, because they have, and they've had some chances at some pick sixes as well. Tipton could have had one 2 drives ago. That's going to be caught by Covington, picking up 7.
Yeah, that's a great job by Covington. Look at 4 receptions, 112 yards. That's a pretty good day at the office.
I'd say so myself. Mayan Holt with 6 tackles on the night so far, as we are at 4:38 of the 3rd quarter. Murray going to float that out of bounds, incomplete. Nobody in the vicinity.
Yeah, good job on Mizzou there, not allowing anything there. I mean, again, Missouri has been very good, Jeff. Their defense is stepping up when they get this far back, but they've been this far back in their own territory consistently tonight.
Only got 12 likes so far. We got 36 watching. Come on, let's get that number up a little bit. Ray with the first down reception.
Yeah, good job by Ray. Keeps his good night going forward, as Murray just continuing to be consistently good.
1st and 10. Brain Allen coming in motion with setup on the right side. Stay in to block for Murray, who's going to air it out to the back of the end zone. Double coverage knocked away. Meneses could have had his 2nd, but it'll be just another deflection for him.
Yeah, that's one of been Harrison Murray's few mistakes, Jeff. Interesting decision there, really trying to force something that just was not there.
Well, 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the top. Quick throw. Tipton could have had 3 already.
And that's going to be something that I think in the end, Jeff, if Missouri does end up losing, that's going to be something they're going to see there. It's just be like, that stuff we got to capitalize on. That right there, Jeff, that can't be one you drop.
2x2 set, going to give it to Hammer on the halfback screen. Has some blocking out in front. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 7. So another field goal attempt coming up, unless Oklahoma State decides to go for it. Nope, they will take the points.
And again, I mean, if you're Missouri, you're happy they're only kicking 3, but again, your offense has not been able to do anything. So it's not you gaining 3 on them. It's Oklahoma State just continuing to grow the lead.
And Bradford knocks it through the uprights and goes to 37-21 as Oklahoma State continues to inch forward in the score. As this one's going to be fielded 1 yard deep as Riggs is going to bring it out. Still waiting for maybe a second rushing kick return touchdown, but he's held in check.
I mean, Jeff, I think at that point, that might just be what has to happen for Missouri to have any chance. Their offense just can't get going this second half.
Yeah, remember, it was the kick return that really sparked their defense as well to come out with a stop, but then their offense just couldn't do anything. There's Terry Williams, second, has 2 touchdowns, but only 46 yards and 5 receptions.
Yeah, I like the little check down there, though. Don't try to force something that isn't there. You just find the open man. I like the decision.
Pistol, Riggs, ball fake, Chalakovic gonna look and fire it, and it's incomplete. The hit by Ellis jars the ball loose.
Yeah, good decision there. I don't hate the decision by Missouri, just a better play, by the Oklahoma State defense.
Trips to the top of the formation here on 3rd and 5. Chalakovic across the middle. Drag route works, and that'll be a first down. Williams is second, pick it up 7.
Yeah, and Jeff, I think if I'm Mizzou, again, Oklahoma State's done a great job of keeping Damian Butler at bay this second half, but if I'm Mizzou, I got to find a way to get the senior involved. And Steve Cease, the tight end.
1st and 10, ball fake yet again, and there's Williams a second, picking up a gain of 9.
Yeah, and I know some of the viewers who haven't seen this Mizzou team might be wondering, why do I keep calling for Steve Cease to get the ball? I mean, Jeff, coming into this game, he was second on the team in receptions and yards from the tight end spot. This guy's been a big part of their offense this season.
He's in motion now, but he is going to go to the flat. They're going to give him the football, but it's incomplete. And Shokovich did him no favors there with the hit, jarring the ball loose.
Yeah, that's just a great job there by Oklahoma State. They see them trying to get the tight end involved and did not allow it. That's a great play call there by the defense.
Trips gets up the bubble screen. It is caught. First down. Broken tackle by Gore, who picks up 4 on the play.
Yeah, Gore, not afraid. That's a guy you got to make sure doesn't get that quick first step in and is able to build on that. Oklahoma State shut it down quickly.
Trips to the near sideline, receiver to the top, going to give it to Riggs. He's going to go up the middle. Positive yards as he picks up 8.
And there you go. That's the Alex Riggs I want to see, Jeff. Only 7 rushes this game for 24 yards. He has not gotten a lot of opportunities.
Maybe he'll come to life here in the second half as the defense, maybe for Oklahoma State, starts to dwindle. As floating that one, almost picked off, but it's incomplete. Quarterback's living dangerously.
Yeah, Thor Brown, the corner there with the deflection, as again, both teams have had multiple interception opportunities that they haven't been able to convert.
Pistol, 2nd and 2, just need 2 yards. Ball fake to Riggs. Chalakovic will fire it, and it's caught, first down. Terry Williams after he takes a pop at the end of that play.
Yes, I believe that's Matt Jones, the safety that delivered the hit, but Williams able to hold on and pick up the first down. Obviously, you'll take it if you're Missouri. That was Jones.
That's a Shadow Realm shot. Rip to Terry Williams. Pistol. Chalakovic gonna look, slant route, fires it, caught. Or pick it up 13, and inside the red zone go the Tigers.
Yeah, and I'm liking this from Mizzou, Jeff. Quick passes, not allowing the defense to get set or allowing them to get back to Chalakovic in pressure.
That's out with 6 tackles in this game. Pressure off the edge forces Chalakovic to throw it out of the back of the end zone.
I only had that play call there. If I'm Oklahoma State, I got to be expecting run. Axel Riggs, so a play action there's a good decision. Just can't find his man on the pass.
2nd and 10, Pistol. Intercept the triple option. They're going to pitch it to Riggs. Does he have the power? No, he's going to be hit to the 6 after a gain of 4.
Yeah, Podolski just shuts down Riggs there. Not able to get anything going. There was Riggs, and now 3rd and 6. Look at it. Technically, a touchdown's the only way for them to convert this first.
Yeah, unless they get a bad spot at the goal line. 3rd and 6. Chalakovic going to look to throw. He's going to be sacked on the play. Lost to 7. Allstock coming in with his first sack of the night.
Yeah, and if I'm Missouri here, Jeff, I think I might have to go for it. you're about to be in the fourth quarter. You know, you're down 16 right now. Your defense really hasn't looked great this second half. I mean, I get going for points. I don't hate the decision there, but I think maybe you might have had to risk it.
Down 13, look at it. Oh no, now they're down 13. There we go. Math getting all woozy on me. As the field goal is through the uprights and good. So 37-24 is the score here from Boone Pickens Stadium in Stillwater, Oklahoma, on the campus of Oklahoma State. As that goes into the end zone, and Allen will knee it into the end zone, and now Missouri needs to come up with some stops on defense with 1:05 left to go. Plus, in the fourth quarter, you never know how many more possessions you're going to have on offense. As a handoff to Hammer, breaks off a tackle. He does pick up 4 on the play, but the arm tackling not working for Missouri.
And Jeff, that's another reason I say if I'm Missouri, I go for it there on that fourth down. You don't know how many more chances you are going to get. And again, your defense, they make a good stop there, but that's one of the better plays they've had this second half, you know? So I think you got to risk it, but if Missouri can come out with a quick 3 and out, I'll eat my words.
Trips to the near side, and that will be caught. Bring up Ray, picking up 15, who's now up to 93 yards and 7 yards away from 100.
Yeah, it's Harrison Murray as well, 26 for 38, almost at 400. You know, Martinez with his 5th tackle, but again, this passing game has really eaten up this defense at the second half. I really think that Hail Mary touchdown at the end of the first half got to him, Joe.
1st and 10 after the first down by Ray. Quick throw to Allen as he was in the flat, picks up 7.
Yeah, great job by Allen. I mean, just able to turn upfield, get 7, and again, Oklahoma State just really driving right now.
3 down defensive lineman for Missouri. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the top. Murray going to take off, breaks off the tackle, which would have been a sack in the backfield, and he picks up 1 on the play. 3rd and 2 coming up. After this quick break, as we've hit the fourth quarter. Put your fours up in chat. 37-24. Can Missouri come back? Well, we got the 3rd down coming up for Oklahoma State. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Team swap sides for the last time down here in the game. Money quarter as Allen going in motion. 3rd down and 2. Halfback screen coming up. Hammer's got it. Splits the defense. He's going to take it inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And Jordan Hammer says, you know what? Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead. Let's start wrapping this puppy up. I got places to be. Beautiful job there. As you said, splits the defense. Great blocking on that screen for Oklahoma State. And Hammer able to take it in for the quick 6.
Yeah, there must be a college bar that's closing very soon because Hammer wants to put this game on ice.
Absolutely. I mean, Hammer says, I'm not ready for this. You know, I got to start worrying about next week. You know, I got to get my workouts in. You know, I got stuff to do.
As it's 44-24, 20-point game. I don't know if I would have seen this even into the 3rd quarter. It's Damian Butler with a gain of 27 on the return.
Yeah, I think the most shocking thing for me, really, Jeff, isn't even the score. It's how little Missouri has scored, honestly. Oklahoma State Stevens has just come out and played a really great game tonight.
Chalakovich on 1st and 10, going to throw it and check it down to Williams, who will pick up 2. And that's the thing. We really haven't seen Chalakovich take the top off of this defense.
No, I mean, 28 completions, 40 attempts, not even 300 yards. Then at 267 after that completion, it's all been short throws for Missouri, it seems.
Chalakovich once again checking it down to Riggs. Does pick up 4 on the play, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, but I mean, this is big, Jeff. I mean, I said it earlier, you know, at halftime, Missouri's defense was starting to look a little slow. If their defense doesn't get a chance to rest here, Oklahoma State has another chance to just put up another quick 6.
He's coming in motion, and it's going to be kept by Chalakovich, but nowhere to go. Lost it 2. Actually, there was somewhere to go. It was a loss. So we lost it 2 on the play. 4th down coming up for Missouri.
Yeah, as Allstott gets his 8th tackle. I mean, and it's not just him, Jeff. There's a whole lot of people there. I think that was Nate Craig, the corner, also back there. You know, just a whole lot of orange in the backfield.
Punt is away with not even 2 minutes through this 4th quarter. And good field position. Allen picks up 11 on the return as Oklahoma State will start at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, and this is if you're Oklahoma State, I would run the ball here for two reasons. One, Missouri hasn't stopped it this game, and two, it's a quick way to chew clock.
Just do a halfback screen. Hand off. There's Hammer. Gets inside Missouri territory after the gain of 4.
Yeah, and I mean, how about it for Hammer? 15 attempts, 57 yards, averaging about 4 yards per attempt, Jeff, and that's exactly what you're looking for a halfback. If a halfback can get me at least 4 yards every time, I'm content with the rest of his stats.
He's only had 211 rushing yards this whole season. Oh, what a snag! Going back the other way. Missouri looking to change the tide of the game. Pick 6, Tyrone Harris.
And Jeff, Tyrone Harris, the freshman, doesn't just get his first pick 6 of his career. Everybody, that is his first interception of his career. And what a time for it to show up. Now we're looking at a 13-point game again. If I'm Missouri, I have to ride this momentum. This is our last dying chance here, it seems, to keep our season alive. Defense has to come up big again.
Yeah, there's no tomorrow. Win and move on. Lose, you go home and you get ready for the offseason and start to work on where you need recruits and all that good jazz. 44-31.
As chat once again saying, I mean, Oklahoma State, they were playing a little dangerous, running too many halfback or wide receiver screens, and Harris makes them pay.
Throwing it quickly to the near side. Ray picks up 3 on the play, and we'll see if this maybe gets Murray a little rattled.
I mean, if I'm Harrison Murray, I can't let that shake me, Jeff, because you're still up 13. Again, Missouri has not looked good at stopping you today. You just got to throw that out. You can't keep thinking about it.
Trips to the far side. Almost intercepted again by Tipton, who's, I said, a new career high for deflections in this one if he's going to not go for the interception.
Tipton should have like 5 interceptions this game.
3rd and 7. Murray once again will look to throw. Throwing it deep. And it's incomplete. The ball hung up there like a punt. And he couldn't come down with it. And it's going to be a punt and a 3-and-out from the Cowboys, excuse me. Houston's not Jeff, like that.
That's the best Missouri's defense has looked all game. A quick 3-and-out with a couple of almost interceptions. That is the best defensive drive Missouri has had. Now this is big. If their offense can come out, Jeff, put up a quick 6. This game is far from over.
2-by-2 set for Chalakovich in the pistol. Blitz coming, throws it to the flat. It is caught inside Oklahoma State territory. It goes Pinson after the gain of 11.
And Pinson, the freshman, Jeff, 4 receptions, and all 4 have been big. Falls forward for the first down there. Missouri, they have the momentum right now. Can they ride that?
Frome coming in motion. Going to be a handoff to Riggs as he powers his way for a gain of 6.
Yeah, and there we go, Riggs. This is the time where I'm like, all right, Axel, we haven't gotten you going all game. Prepare to be fed the ball. I need you out there every play.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. They're going to give it to Riggs up the middle. He's got the first down to the 35 after the gain of 7.
And that's a good start there. Riggs really starting to get moving now. This is when Mizzou gets dangerous, Jeff. If Riggs gets going, that frees up Chalakovich for a good play action.
Christopher Smith saying, what's wrong with that Tiger? Well, he just answered it. He says he looks like he's on meth. Well, it is the meth Tiger as Chalakovich picking up 2 on the play.
Hey, don't talk about Tony the Tiger's cousin like that. He went through hard times. He's working on himself, okay? He's trying.
Yeah, he's trying all right. Bunch set to the left side of the formation. Chalakovich throwing off his back foot. It is caught. First down. Terry Williams the second.
Yeah, and a great job there by Williams the second. Able to bring it down 10 receptions, 91 yards. As Chalakovich, he's really looking good this drive, Jeff.
Also with his 9th tackle already. 2 receivers to the top. You got Damian Butler to the outside. Coming in motion is Frome as they're going to give it to the backup walk-on Carl Mills with no gain on the play.
Yeah, that's a good job there by Oklahoma State. That's, like I said, they don't have the backup, so Oklahoma State, they have to take advantage of when Riggs isn't in the game.
Trips to the top of the formation. Now Riggs is in the game. Going to stay in to block for Chalakovic. Over the shoulder. It is caught. First down. Gore picking up 18.
Yeah, and Taylor Gore just coming up big there. Beautiful catch and a great throw by Chalakovic as well. Throws it into the coverage, but a beautiful catch keeps it down. Craig gets a 7th tackle, but Missouri really starting to drive.
We're not done. Coming up next, 9 p.m. Central here on YouTube. Clemson taking on Oregon in the next pit game. That one should be a good one from Eugene. Chalakovic is going to keep it. He does turn north to the goal line after the gain of 5.
Yeah, great job by Chalakovic. Not able to fall forward, but you'll take that if you're Mizzou. You're on the 1-inch line. Jeff, if you're Missouri and you don't give it to Axel Riggs, I don't know what you're doing.
Well, they're not going to give it to him here. Slant, touchdown. Terry Williams got the hat-trick.
I guess points are points if you're Mizzou. You take that, obviously. I don't know. Does Chalakovic and Williams have a bet like, hey, how many touchdowns can we get you this game? I don't know. But points are points, and Mizzou right back in it.
As the extra point through the uprights and good. 4:23 to go. 14 unanswered for Missouri. And just like that, 44-38. With 4:20 to go, and the return getting to pass the 25 by Reichel for a gain of 27. And this could be a big-time drive for both squads.
Especially if they start feeling that pressure for Oklahoma State. I mean, Mizzou has looked their best these past 2 defensive drives.
These two teams did not play this season, and that was probably the best thing that could have happened was that ball fall out of the hands of Murray as he was throwing it.
Yeah, as that pressure was coming quick. This is going to be a big drive right now.
Gonna give it to Hammer. He does pick up positive yards. He'll pick up 3. 3rd and 7 coming up. And you know the Tigers don't want to go 3 and out.
I believe me, the Cowboys, the Tigers absolutely wanted them to go 3 and out.
2-by-2 set. Hammer in the backfield. Sidecar right. Gonna set up the halfback screen. Murray takes the sack.
And that right there is exactly when you send the blitz. Kyle Payne, the junior, with his first sack of the game. You send the big boys when you think they're running a screen, and Mizzou gonna get that ball right back. This game has completely turned on its head in these last 3 drives.
The 31 viewers on YouTube are being treated to an absolutely phenomenal game. Oh, man. As a return by Riggs. Can't get it inside Cowboys territory as they'll be at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, but that's still very good starting territory. A lot better than they normally have had this game.
1st and 10. Chalakovic float that out of bounds, but the receiver was open on the comeback.
Yeah, and I mean, again, though, this is Mizzou. For Mizzou right now, you can't rush anything. Play the game you've been playing these last few drives. Don't try to force something that isn't there.
Trips to the top of the formation. Gonna give it to Riggs. Breaks off of the tackle. Gets tackled down inside Cowboys territory after the gain of 3.
Broke off the attempt from All-Star, but Forster right there to bring him down. That is a big play now. 3rd and 7. Not as many will say a 3rd and 4.
2-by-2 set. Riggs in the back. No, it's the walk-on Mills. Chalakovic. It is caught. What a catch by Pinson.
Luke Pinson, the freshman, is earning his stripes tonight. Big pile there. I don't think Pinson's even the intended receiver, but a big pickup there from Mizzou.
I saw what you did there with earning your stripes.
Thank you.
I like that as picking up the gain of 3 is Axel Riggs.
Yeah, and that's a great answer there from Mizzou. Settle everybody down. Just hand it off to the halfback. Let him do his thing. That's smart. I love the decision there from the Tigers.
44-38 with 2:36 to go. From coming in motion will stay in to block for Chalakovic. Got all sorts of time. It is caught by Butler. 1st down.
And that's something you can't do. You give Chalakovic time. These receivers will get open. Great throw. Splits the defense and finds his man Butler.
They're going to give it to Mills, the walk-on. You got to wonder Riggs and everything that he's done on kick returns, if it is getting him gassed here in this fourth quarter.
I think it is, Jeff, and there have been plenty of Mizzou games I've called where I've seen this happen to him, where Riggs, right at the end of the game, when you need him most, has to take these breathers. Again, if you're Oklahoma State, you take advantage of that when he's there.
Williams, the second, is breathing heavy. They're going to give it to Riggs. He picks up 1, 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and Jeff, the key thing, look at that time. If you're Mizzou here, you really can't settle for a field goal because you don't know how quickly Oklahoma State's going to give that ball back if they are.
Trips to the near side. Chalakovich will look to throw. Slant route. Oh, and Pinson gets upended after the gain of 3.
And this is interesting. Do they take the sure points here? Do they go for it? I think you go for it, and they're choosing to do that. I like the mentality there, Missouri.
Clock is ticking. Trips to the top of the formation. Chalakovich will look to throw. It is caught. First down. Logan Savoy with a gain of 5.
Welcome to the game, Logan Savoy. First catch and a big one there. I love the mentality. Missouri's mindset. If we're going to lose, it's going to be on our calls.
First and goal. Handoff to Riggs. And he is at the goal line.
Oh, what a stop there from Oklahoma State. Axel Riggs looking to punch it in. Let's see, where do they give it to him? On the 1. This is big. Thor Brown with his 8th tackle. Great tackle by Brown.
Trips to the top of the formation. Pinson all alone to the near side. Chalakovich gonna float that. Oh, caught! Savoy with the 1-yard touchdown.
Well, Logan Savoy, the freshman, decided to wait until the last possible minute to get onto the field, but he makes a name for himself there. The catch to keep the drive going. The touchdown there. What a drive from Missouri.
Oklahoma State was up 20 in this fourth quarter. 21 unanswered points for Missouri. And it all started with a pick 6. 51
Jeff,
seconds to go.
Doma says it best.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I was going to say, Doma says it best in chat. How bad do you want a defense? They have played their best game this second part of the fourth quarter. Not even the whole fourth quarter, Jeff, because remember, they gave up that touchdown to Hammer right at the start. The second half of this fourth quarter. Can they keep it going?
47 seconds left. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Murray's going to sling it to the near side. Caught by Allen after the gain of 1. Does get out of bounds.
That's the only bright spot of that play if you're Oklahoma State. You need more yards than that. If there's a good sign for them, though, Jeff, they only need a field goal to win.
And they did score on the last play of the first half as well. Setting up the halfback screen to Hammer. Has it, and there's the defense. Only allowing a gain of 2. 3rd and 7, and the clock is rolling.
I think I got a burning timeout there from Oklahoma State, Jeff. You still have 2.
2 receivers to the top. Allen going in motion. Line up on the right side of the formation. 1 receiver to the near side. Murray is taking his time.
Burning clock. I don't know what Murray's doing. Is he just going to go for the shot here at the end? What are you doing, son? This is your final game you're talking about.
You can't do this right now. Trips to it's going to be 3 down defensive linemen. I've seen this happen back in early seasons of SFL lore. Murray's going to be sacked. No time left to go. And Missouri is going to pull it out.
Well, what a game. What a game. You have to, props off to Missouri, Jeff. In my opinion, they really did earn it after that last second half of after that fourth quarter, but you have to wonder what was going through the mind of Harrison Murray there. Final game now for the Cowboys, and he decides to not call a timeout. It's nothing you can really do, unfortunately, though. Missouri came back and fought back for this W. Oklahoma State just let it slip through their fingers.
On behalf of my analyst, Matt Hatchell, executive producer, Mike Peters, I'm Jeff Belnish, and thank you for spending your evening with us. And we hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Collegiate Football Simulation League Pit Playoffs presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Again, the final score, Missouri pulling it out 45-44, and we'll move on to face the winner of the next game coming up on YouTube at 9 p.m. between the 7-seed Clemson Tigers and the 2-seed Oregon Ducks. So until then, we'll see you guys later.